gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Peabody South's Grand Hotel. Southern novelist David Coleman wrote that the Mississippi Delta begins here in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel, and that phrase is as true today as it's ever been. The Peabody's history began back in 1869, just a couple of blocks from here, at Main and Monroe. Colonel Robert Brinkley was our founder. He set out to build the finest hotel the Mid-South had ever seen, and named it the Brinkley House. He succeeded on that first point, but just before the grand opening, his good friend, Mr. George Peabody, passed away. Mr. Peabody was not just a good friend of the owner, he was also a noted humanitarian and philanthropist. And it was in his honor that the name was changed to the last minute from the Brinkley House to the Peabody Hotel. The Peabody has always stood as a symbol of Southern hospitality and elegance. It was so at Main and Monroe until 1923. It had been decided that we needed to expand and relocate to here, 149 Union Avenue. And so after 2 years and about $5 million in construction, on September 1st, 1925, the Peabody reopened its doors to the beautiful hotel we stand in today. The Peabody has also served as a social center here in Memphis. We have played host to countless weddings, proms, parties, and celebrations. Many of those have been hosted on our Peabody rooftop, where we have a gorgeous view of downtown Memphis and the Mississippi River, as well as the Royal Duck Palace, the lavish livings of our fine feathered friends. If you'd like to visit the rooftop of the Duck Palace, I welcome you to. Just hop into the elevators after 12 o'clock. Hit S for Skyway and take a right out the double doors. On the way back down the rower, waiting for the rooftop to reopen at 12, I encourage you to visit our memorabilia room. And so if you're on the mezzanine just above the gift shop, in there we have artifacts and stories unique to the Peabody's history. We have portraits of presidents and stars who have graced our halls. We have played host to every president since Harry Truman here at the hotel. We have a piece of Elvis Presley's first contract, which was typed and signed here in this very lobby. And of course we have my favorite artifact, a memo from our general manager to the chef over at Chez Philippe, explaining that we can have absolutely no duck served on any menu here at the hotel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're of course here to see the march of those Peabody Ducks. But if we haven't done so before, it may surprise us to learn that our whole tradition here got started with a bit of a practical joke. In 1933, our general manager, Mr. Frank Shutt, and his friend Chip were out hunting in Arkansas. And they brought with them some live duck decoys to help them hunt. They also brought with them some Jack Daniels to help them keep warm. The gentlemen focused a bit more on the Jack Daniels, never quite got around to hunting, and so were surprised when they returned to the hotel and found that they had forgotten to leave their 3 English tall ducks back at the farm. They improvised, snuck them into the hotel lobby, and let them loose into our fountain instead. Their deed done, the gentlemen retired to their rooms for the night. But when they came down the next morning, they found a few things they didn't expect. First of all, they were relieved to find that the ducks had stayed in the fountain the entire night long. They never hopped out, flapped about longer, waddled off to see the sights of Memphis. They were shocked to see a crowd gathered around the fountain. And they rushed over, they apologized. They said that they would get this cleaned up right away. But the people there said no. They loved us. They suggested that we let them stay as our guests. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've been honoring that request, for we have had ducks as permanent residents here at the hotel for the past 79 years. And in 1940, we had a gentleman join us on Belmont, Mr. Edward Pembroke. Mr. Pembroke was a retired animal trainer from Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. He told us that given the opportunity, he could train 5 North American Mallards to march across the rooftop, ride down the elevator, and march down our red carpet into the lobby fountain every morning at 11 o'clock. Then they would stay until 5 p.m. We would usher them out of the fountain, march them back up the red carpet, up the elevators, and back to their room. Mr. Pembroke did this for us, ladies and gentlemen, for 50 years. He also took the ducks all across the country. They were on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. They were featured in People magazine. He and the Ducks even made a very special guest appearance on Sesame Street for National Rubber Ducky Day. Mr. Pembroke did so much for the hotel, but especially for our ducks, that he was named the world's first Duckmaster. My name is Anthony. I'm actually only the 5th Duckmaster since 1940, and in just a few moments it'll be my honor to continue our tradition for you. But first, on rare occasion, I have the honor and privilege of sharing the duties of Duckmaster. Today is one of those days, performing tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Orpheum Theater, ladies and gentlemen, the Lightwire adaptation of The Ugly Duckling. I want everyone to know what it means to be an honorary Duckmaster here at the Peabody. It is an official title, it has official duties, and as such, has official proclamation. Whereas the daily march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks is a time-honored tradition, begun in 1933 and attended by countless visitors. And whereas the care and protection of the Peabody Ducks must be attended to on a daily basis, and can only fall to persons or ducks of high standards and great distinction, and whereas you are such a duck, be it resolved that on October 27, 2012, the ugly duckling has been chosen Honorary Duckmaster. In just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go up to the rooftop. We're going to march the ducks across the Peabody roof. We're going to ride down the elevator, and at precisely 11 o'clock, the music will roll, and the ducks, all of us, will march. We do ask that if we're here by the red carpet and the entrance to the elevator, that we keep those areas clear, and please resist the urge to reach out and pet the ducks throughout the day. They are wild animals who make no sound at all. And one final thing, ladies and gentlemen, please. Take as many flash photos as you like. You are all guests with us here today at Peabody. This march is for you. Thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen, and again, thank you. Please keep an eye on these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go from the skyway to the lobby. The music will roll, and the ducks will march. Oh, now I did give the ducks a good week practice this morning, so they may march a little bit quicker.